recruiting's not even close. Like, the talent's not even close. I'd take Garrett Nussmeier 10 times out of 10 over Miller Moss. But at the end of the day, it is an LSU defense. The last time we saw them, they were god-awful, and you're going against one of the greatest offensive minds of our age in Lincoln Riley, right? And that was a good Louisville team last year. Now, by the transfer portal time, it was a lot different, but still, USC absolutely dominated that Louisville team offensively, taking shots against their DBs. And, yeah, I think the DBs are going to be better, but I don't feel great about them, right? Especially not in a game one scenario where guys are still going to be kind of figuring out their ways, some of the younger players especially, and it's not hard to see a world where that game becomes a shootout. And that's exactly what USC was.
You were in a shootout with Wisconsin the last time we saw you.
This is a massive test for Blake Baker immediately out the gates to try to earn that $2.5 million and all the expectation that goes along with it.
There's no question about it, because every time that you took the field last year, basically, it was a shootout. In your wins, in your losses, whatever it was. I mean, you got in a shootout with Texas A&M to end the regular season, and it took Superman to go win that game, just like it did against Missouri. I mean, it took another Superman against Wisconsin. Like, that's what it was last year. And you had wholesale changes, not just on – coordinator and at every level. I mean, every level and then some. You went interior defensive line, you went edge rushers, you went linebacker, you went safeties, you went corner. You got a new defensive coach in every single position because you said, I never want to see that again. Like, you were 104th in total defense. And so all of those changes were made because of what it was last year. You had to have a historic offense, number one in the country, one of the best ones we've ever seen in college football, to just go be 10-3.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's going to be a ton of pressure on the defensive staff. There's going to be a ton of pressure on true freshmen, true sophomores, transfers that weren't the most heralded in the transfer portal. So, yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, that thing, if it was a shootout, it would continue what we saw almost every single game a year ago.
Yeah, I just, again, I just felt just sitting back, getting a little too comfy and getting a little disconcerted. Okay, guys, haven't used it in a while. A little disconcerted with that comfortability. Looks like we're finally up on youtube.com/1045ESPN. Hit the like button if you're watching there, y'all. Great to see everybody in the chat this morning. Hop in. And look, when we get back, let's dive into Saints training camp. As we are now 10 practices in, so we have a pretty good sample size of what to expect out of this New Orleans Saints team. So keep it locked in. We'll get into it next here on OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, guys, look, we are so pleased here on Off the Bench to be joined with a new partner, and that is Oak Park Events. You go to oakparkevents.com. Park is P-A-R-C. See it right there. And they're the home of Oak Lodge and Park 73. Now, fellas, I got to talk to you about this, okay? You just got engaged. Congratulations. Okay, I've been in this game for a while, married over 10 years now. You want to get some immediate brownie points that will last 4 years? I cannot stress this enough, guys. You just got engaged. Tell your fiance, hey, look, check it out. I think I got a couple venues that we should go look at. All of a sudden, you're thoughtful, you're engaged. That's amazing, right? You got these, okay, let's go. And then you're going to go check out Oak Lodge at Park 73, and you're going to figure out why for 20 years their all-inclusive venues have consistently provided that turnkey service that you're looking for. Thousands of weddings make yours the next one. Go to oakparkevents.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $20,000 off new 23 Ram 1500 trucks. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $20,000 off the powerful Ram truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques, Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart...
Now that she's back in the atmosphere.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
So Chad's asked me to rework a couple takes here. On Twisters, Roger, again, I thought it was a very worthy successor. A tad long, but very fun in the way that you want it to be. Cheesy, sincere, surprised me in a couple ways as well. I would say go see Twisters if you like the original. On House of Dragons, again, a bit boring of an episode, but setting the table very nicely. You know, maybe the lesser of two evils, not forcing something where it, or speeding up the story maybe where you didn't need to be, even if it's going to kind of suck in the short term, certainly.
I just needed maybe even like they set everything
one
up.
Death.
Just
one
yeah,
death.
just one.
One.
They set everything up, and then all of a sudden
died.
somebody's like, "Let's ride."
Yeah.
And then they just went and killed somebody, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little.
Damon is so back though.
Hold on.
That's not a spoiler.
No,
You know what?
I
but
know.
he's so back.
I'm trying to keep this as generic as possible here. Also, did y'all see, like, apparently the stock market completely crashed over the weekend?
Yeah, I did see that.
I didn't even notice.
The Japanese indexes had an even worse day since their, like, Black Friday back in '87 or something.
Yikes.
So that's super fun. Yep.
Okay,
That's
well, now I'm
see, this
going
is one
down
of the
a
times
rabbit
though.
hole.
This is one of the times though where it's like great when you don't have, you know, when you're not one of the people that's like a big investor, because you're like, you're just sitting here and like doesn't matter to me after you had to watch all your, you know, everybody around you talk about, I caught in on Apple back in 2010. I got in on a video, blah blah blah. We'll see. We'll see what I don't know. I don't know. What a thing to wake up to at 4:30 this morning though, and I'm just like sitting there on the toilet, eyes still bleary, and it's just all like doom and gloom tweets from 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. about how screwed the entire world is. I don't know. Apparently Warren Buffett, this is not why, but apparently this last year he's like divested all of his Apple stock, basically. Which, hey guys, spoiler alert, you probably know what he's going to do. buy it all back after everything tanks, because it tends to be how it works. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask AI.
Yeah, ask AI. Sure, exactly. That's, oh Jesus, what weird times. What weird, very weird times that we live in. But at least Derek Carr's practicing well.
Oh, it's our fault.
Whose fault?
U.S.
Why's that?
Because it was primarily triggered by concerns about a potential U.S. recession.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Tight. As if, like, every time I go to the grocery store, just feeling like I'm lighting money on fire.
Bro.
Wasn't
feel
tight
like
enough.
You is.
I mean, it's like, wow, that was a lot of money. It's okay though. I'm stocked up. 2 days later, what?
Gone.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on?
But yeah, brighter news, Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr. Actually, Chase Young.
Yeah, brighter news.
You don't want to hear about Derek Carr, but Chase Young is kicking ass. Now, the problem is, Jake, it's the eternal, what I've always described as the eternal camp paradox. Mm-hmm. Somebody does good. Does that mean that person's good or the other side of the ball is bad? So if you're hearing that Chase Young is dominating practice, and everybody is saying this, a lot of very talented Saints writers that have covered the NFL for years, saying this guy looks different, saying he will be a problem for teams come this fall.
I do like that T-Bob knows I'm typically so negative on the Saints thing. He's like, no, a lot of people have been saying this.
Well, no, I just mean that they're saying that, like, they believe, the people who have their eyes on the practice, they believe that this is not just because the Saints' offensive line is bad.
Okay.
But it's because Chase Young is looking that good. What I'm asking you is, it's hard to say. We're not out there in Oxnard, but where do you fall on that debate when you hear that Chase Young is dominating every practice?
I'm really not surprised. The offensive line, sure, they have their issues, but is it against Trevor Penning only? No, probably not. And that's the one guy that we kind of pick on when it comes to offensive linemen. And here's another deal. Like, look, Chase Young was a number 2 overall pick in a loaded quarterback draft, right? A quarterback draft that has, 3 of the 4 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it was it had Jets. It had everybody in it, okay? He was number 2 overall pick, and there was some discussion, like, not, too serious, but like, should he be the number 1 pick over Joe Burrow? He's got the talent. And look, he went to a spot where kind of like Oakland used to be, careers go to die with the Commanders.
Sure.
There for a little bit. Now we got a flash of what he could be in San Francisco. And this is somebody that didn't just forget how to play football. Like, he's not fully healthy, probably coming back, probably around 85, 90%. But the talent has always been there. And then he's got other guys on that defensive front that are really good players. Like, he's got a Cam Jordan. He's got a Carl Granderson. I know
we really like Brian Brzee.
I know he's kind of been nicked up, but, I mean, last year, right, I think he played really well as a rookie. So I'm not that surprised that he's going out there and doing that. I mean, he is a physical freak. It hasn't been completely unlocked, but like you pointed out, and it's noteworthy, he's had moments in the NFL. It's not like he was a bust or anything. He was he couldn't stay healthy, but he's had flashes. I think his rookie year.
He had like 7.5 sacks, he had like 4 forced fumbles. Even last year, he had, I think, 5 sacks in 7 games. Then he gets traded, and it took him a while to get going, San Fran, but he ended up dominating down the stretch, adding another 2.5 to that mix. So, like, and that's playing through injury. So if he's healthy, like Jake said, complete physical freak, physical outlier, here's to hoping that everybody's right and that he is going to be the dominant force. Because, again, it's just like we talked about with Deshaun Womack. If you are trying to improve your football team by wins, there are few more impactful positions than that of an incredible pass rusher.
And you're looking for one because you're looking for that third guy. Granderson can get after the quarterback a little bit. Like, for Cam Jordan, at this point of his career, he's still a really good player, but it's more like he's going to hold up against the run. He's going to be an edge setter. Well, you drafted a couple of guys. Like, Peyton Turner hasn't given you anything. And Isaiah Foskey was supposed to be a third down, get after the quarterback.
Man, I haven't heard anything about him during camp.
Exactly. Like, he is right now on the depth chart. I would say he's at best the 5th defensive end, right?
Actually, we'll come back to this, Landry. Maybe give me Allen 9 from today. I don't think we ever played that on this show, but it's him talking about Foskey. But yeah, I haven't heard a thing about it.
So they need somebody to step up because they have spent first-round picks, second-round picks on someone to take this position over, to come in and be the life as far as an edge rusher that can give you a spark. And both those guys have done nothing in the NFL. And so you're hoping that this signing, which you took a little bit of a risk coming up, that he was having neck surgery, but it looks like so far so good. He's been healthy, and maybe you finally found that guy that you were looking for.
And look, Chase Young has that motivation that we see so often work out. Money year, right?
Yep.
It's a money year. This is his opportunity to, and it goes beyond that, because like Jake said, it's also an opportunity to prove everybody wrong who's kind of doubting him and say maybe he was overdrafted or he's going to be healthy. That's going to but more so than that, the financial rewards to be gained. If he goes and makes himself a double-digit sack guy, if he goes and gets 10 sacks, I haven't looked at the DN market lately. What does that get him? If he goes double-digit sacks, because people would also kind of be paying for his potential at that point, saying that okay, he's healthy now, he's gonna kick ass. What are the top? What's your favorite website for looking that up? Is it Spot? Do you go to Spot Rack?
I do.
Or I don't know how you say it. Is it Spotrac? Spot Track?
I know exactly what you meant.
It's spotrac.com. It's a really good website for all of your NFL kind of cap trackers and all that.
If you're looking for a name, not the top guy, let's go Harold Landry for the Titans.
Okay.
$17.5 million per year.
How many sacks is Harold? Who's Harold Landry? What?
Yeah, he's for the Titans. Okay, a name that you would know better. Trey Hendrickson.
Okay, yeah.
$21 million per year.
Okay.
Bradley Chubb, 22. Max Crosby, 23.5. So.
And right now, Chase Young's on a deal where I think the incentives can push him up to 10.
Right now, he can get up to 13.
Okay, with the incentives. Okay, maybe it's a 10 base then.
Total guaranteed is 12.5.
So, as you can see,
I mean, the Saints, they have, so Cam Jordan, Chase Young, Carl Granderson are all in order, 13.25, 13, and 13. They got a lot of money tied in to the edge rusher position.
And look, and honestly, the third down package has been Granderson and Young on the edges with Jordan in the middle, which I really love. That could be very exciting to watch. But yeah, Chase Young could basically double his salary nearly if he goes out and balls out this year. So we'll see. All right, when we get back, let's get to more of the New Orleans Saints kind of biggest takeaways from the first 10 practices. No chat. I disagree. I do not believe that economic collapse is greater than Derek Carr. We'll get to it next here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. You want to be a part of that All-Star family? Well, it's real easy, man. Whether you're looking to buy new, maybe a Toyota certified used vehicle, you need a rent, you need a lease, that's your one-stop vehicular shop. They got a great body shop as well and service center, guys. So all makes and models welcome. It's right there, conveniently located off of Airline in Goodwood. So, and look, you go in, you get a free professional estimate. They stay, great lines of communication throughout. So you approve anything that's done. They have a shuttle service that can drop you off, pick you back up. They have rental cars, like I said, on site. Hey, what are you talking about, man? All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, go to that website today. Check out what you can buy new, check out what you can lease, and check out what you can rent. Per day rental prices, right? Everything is available. If it's available to buy new and lease, it's available to rent over at All-Star. So go check out the full fleet on their website. Again, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Elevate brand visibility, ignite customer engagement with the power of radio and digital advertising combined. Guarantee Digital Media brings the two together as a trusted media partner in Louisiana for nearly a century. Claim your free digital audit at guaranteemedia.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com. Oh, by the way, we do shutters too.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials.
She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Cetirizine, your fever, scream me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know?
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, OTB. So we've just been talking a little Saints camp. Jake, you'll be pleased to know, apparently one of the takeaways from camp thus far has been, and by the way, a lot of this is coming from today. You know, I love New Orleans football. I also love theadvocate.com. Rod Walker's a really good piece, 10 things that I think after 10 practices that I really enjoyed. And one of the things that Rod talks about is he feels that the new running game is paying dividends. And this is tough because it's kind of hard to get it's sometimes hard to judge this. I'm also excited to see what your felt tip project is we're working on over here, but we can get to it next hour. It's hard to judge this, though, in practice. You're not tackling Alvin Kamara, but apparently the new scheme, which just on the surface appears to be way more creative, a lot more movement, a lot more dictating, trying to put the defense on the back heel. Apparently, there's been like some pretty wide open holes that he's been running behind. And when you talk about helping Derek Carr and helping any quarterback, protection's key, but I mean, right hand in hand with protection is a great running game. Something to fall back on, to take off the pressure, make the defense respect it, put you in more third and manageable situations, stay on time, everything else that we always talk about, stay on schedule, if you will. So I think that's great to hear that the new running scheme it potentially looks like it's working.
Yeah, I think it has to. It's something that we talked about throughout the offseason. We've talked about it since like February. I think it has to. I think it's one of the keys to the season. I don't really know why over the last couple of years it's been so bad.
I think that it was just so bland that you were never really.
I know why. I don't know why the decision to be so bland.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a dynamic runner. I think you had weapons that were unique in the NFL. I think you had an offensive line that, at times, when healthy, you had some guys that have been in it before that have been really successful. I don't know why you decided to just be one of the most bland teams in the run game in the NFL, if not the bland. You're the Iowa of the NFL.
I think you got unfortunately, I think you had an offense that, whether they realized it or not, had become entirely too dependent upon a Hall of Fame quarterback, right?
True.
And that caused almost a lack of evolution. And if you're Pete Carmichael, what are you going to do? You're going to learn an entirely new offense, like at that point in your career. And credit to him, like finally in the final 6 games, he kind of did start to switch some things up, but it was far too little, far too late. And so here you have a system that is not married to having the best quarterback. It tries to create more. So we'll see. Again, I don't want to go too far with it because it is early on. One of the concerning parts about camp thus far, Jake, no third receiver really. And it's funny because like you're already relying on a wide receiver too that's very unproven, and Rashid Shaheed. Now I think he will be good, but like it's really just Olave and Shaheed right now. Also we got to play that Chris Olave bit on from NFL Network that Saints fans are not going to want to see. Derek Carr's practicing well. Do that what you will. I don't care. You know me. I'm a bit of a believer this year. But
I think out of necessity.
No. Regardless of any wagers that have been made. Also, we talked a lot about Mason Tipton from Yale. Dallin Holker from Colorado State is another guy, Jake,
who
who
is
is
leading tight end in the country as far as receiving yards, right?
There you go. And he's turning heads, man. And if he can be a solid pass catcher, one of those surprise guys, that could help significantly as Juwan Johnson's fate is still kind of up in the air.
The Saints ran gap scheme only 12% of the time last year. Sorry, I was looking that up while you were talking.
Yeah, and they're probably
going to
be like almost 12%
of the time. NFL team.
Hour 1 of the books. Hour 2 next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to RejuveMeMedical.com. RejuveMeMedical.com. Restore me, refuel me, rejuve me. You want to feel younger, stronger, faster. Get with the age-defying clinic. Rejuve Me Medical. Baton Rouge, Metairie, Slidell, Monroe, Shreveport. They got you, man. You go in to get a free consultation where they're going to draw your labs, okay? For free. And your body's going to say where it's strong, where it's sufficient, and they're going to customize a plan for you based on those results. Okay, so fight the untreated effects of aging with Rejuve Me Medical.
Go to the website today. Remember, you can get that consultation set up right there on the website. That is throughout the state of Louisiana, now in Mississippi as well. But if you can't figure out why you're not feeling like your normal self, if you're doing the things that you used to do to lose weight, the weight's not dropping off, well, there's something going on. And they're going to get to the bottom of it over at RejuveMeMedical.com.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. It's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
Bayou Ford has the new inventory to get you in a new Ford truck or SUV today, or customize your next vehicle just the way you want. All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what up, y'all? Hour 2 of OTB cranking up right now. Hope you're all having a great Monday here, guys. Football season right around the corner. Saints have a preseason game this Saturday where, check this out. I kind of feel, Jake, this will be one of the more exciting preseason games that I've watched in a while. Not because we're going to get eyes on starters or anything, but because we have an offseason where we have painted scheme as the savior, right?
Yep.
Like we have an offseason where we have said that Clint Kubiak is the cure-all. Clint Kubiak will save this entire franchise. Dennis Allen, make you a playoff team, all these other sorts of things, bring you into the modern age of the NFL. Well, that's something that we can get a taste of. Like, even if Derek Carr doesn't play. And to be honest, the Hayner-Rattler competition is kind of interesting. Like, there's some position battles I want to watch here. But, like, yeah, we can get an idea of what it feels like to watch a Saints team running gap scheme or using a lot of pre-snap motion, okay? So I'm actually really excited for this Saturday's game against the Cardinals.
I don't remember how the Saints have handled the 3 preseason games in the past as far as if it's the first, the second, the third, and how much they play the starters, because it does change now that you don't have 4. Typically, back when you had 4, it was maybe 2 series in the first game, maybe. In the second game, you would typically play maybe the first quarter. Of the third game, you were going to go through halftime. And then in the fourth game, you were going to be in a windsuit, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't going to do anything. But that's changed because now every coach is going to handle it differently. And I guess they always have. We played Minnesota one year in Minnesota in the preseason, and they were like, no, we're going to treat this game as the second game, I believe, of the preseason like the third game.
Yeah, so they got everybody in there.
We had Jared Allen going against the bomb squad. Like, he's out there in the third quarter going against the undrafted free agent rookie from San Diego State at right tackle. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun.
And what more do you need to see out of Jared Allen anyway? Why are you playing Jared Allen?
Chad Greenway was right there playing linebacker.
What?
Gosh, Harrison Smith was a young cat, but he was out there playing safety. I'm like, me and Whitehurst are in the game. We're like, what in the hell's going on here? What are we supposed to do here? So everybody does, handle it a little bit differently. I actually hope the Saints go out there with the new coordinator on offense and use this as a time to see what it looks like for at least 4 series with the first team, because you have an offensive line. They need to gel together. It's an offensive line that's never played together. You have a left tackle that's playing right. You have a right that's playing left. You're breaking in a new left guard, and you know this better than I do, T. Like, coming together, the chemistry, the communication part of that offensive line is just like we talk about in the back end of a defense. It's got to be there, and so I would like to see them, even if it's not with Derek Carr, even if it's with Hayner or Spencer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care which.
Yeah, I was going to say, I doubt they're going to put Carr maybe in the line of fire, but But you got to keep that O-line in there.
For a little bit. You got to see. You have to see
let
what you have.
get real reps. Let Penning get, real game reps. Get some of his confidence maybe back. I got to be honest. The one pass that I saw from Penning, now granted, it was just one from camp, and it was not good, dude.
Is it still
good.
like
he was kind of
again,
backpedaling?
Is it more the same?
He was backpedaling where it's kind of like what we talked about when Teron Armstead's working with him. He's like, Teron Armstead's trying to make him realize how big he is. Like make a guy go through. You got to use the angles. Like it looked like to me he was so scared of the speed that he was trying to backpedal. Whereas just think about it like geometry, okay? Draw a line from the D into the quarterback and then force him to come through you. And no, you don't have to rush to get there, right? And you're really big. So guess what? If he tries to bull you, you can absorb that.
I don't get it.
And he didn't look very strong in his inside foot.
I mean, T-Bob, you and I could, both of us, you because you're an offensive lineman, me because I was a lifetime on punt, we could get in front of this set. We could do our best Will Compton and give you a pass set.
Yeah.
No doubt could give you a pass set. And with confidence. When you start backpedaling, you got zero confidence.
Yeah, I agree.
That's you're guessing. You're trying to guess which way they're going to go. You're hoping like hell they don't bull rush. And if they do when you're backpedaling, I don't care how big and strong you are, they're going to flat back you. Because that is not a technique that has ever been coached ever, right?
No.
And so you got to be if you're playing right tackle, your right leg has to be engaged in that ground and has to have power to it at all times. And if you're backpedaling, you're not going to get any of that.
How do we feel about this? Bilbo said weekend losers, Southwest giving out assigned seats. Are we sad to move away from no assigned seats on Southwest?
Not really.
This. No, I don't like this.
You hate this?
Yeah. I like being able to pick my seat.
Ooh, I like having an assigned seat because I need to be in that aisle.
There's positives and negatives to both.
It's like anything else. Yeah, it's going to be gray area, right? I mean, I liked once I learned it that Southwest kind of, you benefited if you were just a bit more responsible.
Yeah.
You could guarantee yourself a good
I'm
seat.
not at times when it comes to travel.
I also I'm not all the time either. And so it's like, I don't hate that now I will no longer have that awful walk down the middle of the aisle where every middle seat, every person on either side of the middle seat is just staring at me with abject fear in their face.
I would be
like, don't sit here, please. No matter what you do, I'm not going to miss that. Certainly. But I still even get that with assigned seats, to be honest, though. Because
honestly, though,
you get it.
If there was a middle seat between me, and I saw you coming down the aisle, and you were about to sit next to me, I'd probably just sit in the middle seat. I hate the middle seat, but I think I would just give you the aisle. I would just be like, nah.
That would be very kind, but I would think I would that'd be so kind. I think I would have to tell you that I couldn't accept this.
No, I think it would just be better that way.
Oof. I mean look. If anybody wants to give me their middle seat, or if they want to take the middle seat instead of me, that's fine.
I just think that'd be better for me too.
I'm not opposed to that.
What was the point? What was the reasoning behind ever initially saying sit wherever, even though you're in groups, just kind of sit wherever?
It was supposed to be faster than having to wait for everyone to get to their assigned seat. So everybody would line up. And you just go in, pick a seat, sit down. It's supposed to be faster than that.
Yeah,
instead of having to have everyone find their assigned seat.
I kind of don't think it ended up being faster, right? Because constantly on Southwest, they're yelling come on, guys, you got to sit down.
Yeah. There's
get
open
over
seats.
it. You just got to take your seat. It is what it is. You're cooked.
It was kind of like
I looked up Southwest seating chart. That's all I looked up, and I see a headline. Quote, looking at the fat lady, unquote, Southwest Airlines shift to assigned seating sparks worry. Oh, okay.
I don't
know, that quote was just
that's
wild.
That's a funny
that was
headline.
A wild headline.
If I'm a window seat and I have to go to the bathroom and I'm walking across you,
I hate it.
Do you want ass or crotch in the face? What's the play there?
I think ass.
I think I gotta go ass, right?
Yeah.
If I go belly to belly, that's way too intimate.
That's a lot.
Because then we're
also-
maybe like making eye contact as I'm crossing over.
Man, I hope you hadn't been ripping ass in the plane too.
Hell no! What am I, a psychopath?
I mean,
You can't just be ripping ass in a plane. It's an enclosed space.
oh, it's the worst. There's no worse smells than when you know somebody is on an airplane thinking they can get away with it.
Yeah, no, that's
Like a lot of times, I want to call them out like loudly.
Oh, my little brother. You know, little kids, I think, will sometimes do it because they're just like, they don't really think about it.
They don't know.
I remember one flight, my little brother about killed the entire flight. I was like, bro, you're like 6. How is this possible? What is going on in your GI tract to create these borderline noxious smells? It smells like somebody's trying to sabotage the plane. Daniel says T-Bob whipping his raw feet out in the middle of the seat like John Candy and
that's
playing James Bond deals.
disgusting.
Never.
No,
Never.
He doesn't
Okay?
even wash his feet.
I'm not going.
Them dogs is dirty
No,
enough.
no. They get washed, guys.
No, they get
They
soaked.
don't.
They don't get washed.
It's a
They don't get
shower.
washed.
No, they get
It's a
soaked.
shower, and they stand in soapy water, and they get soapy
Hey, let
water
me ask
running
you
down
something.
them.
When you go to a car wash and it sprays the soap on you, does it also do the brush on it, or does it just rinse the soap off?
I mean, I'm sure the brush doesn't touch all parts.
Does it? No, just answer the question.
Yeah, you brush most of it. You
So
brush
it's
most of
washing
it. You
the
brush
soap.
You brush
and,
95%
and then it
of it.
rinses.
But
and then it rinses.
it doesn't brush the underside of your car.
Yeah, see, exactly. 95% of it.
He don't wash his
one,
feet
You don't wash your feet.
No, I do. No, I do. I'm just trying to defend
Two,
T-Bob.
they
I
also
do.
have the one now that goes underneath your car
They
while you're in
do.
it, and it
They
sprays
do.
soap and water under it. They learn
Jesus.
from their mistakes, Jacob.
Fawn says he flatulates on the plane all
No,
the time and giggles like a
that's
6-year-old.
terrible.
Fonz,
That's what I'm talking about.
That's just an insane
That's
move,
that
Fonz.
he's
Like,
That's
that
evil.
person that
Bro,
I'm
we
talking about.
can't
Like
do that
you know,
anymore.
it's like who did that?
That's evil.
We're in this tube
Yeah.
where there's no air
Can't go anywhere.
circulating.
Yeah. Ugh.
Bilber says
Rude.
one of my teammates was growing dreads during the season, the track season, and flights next to her were awful. The smell was worse than a dumpster. Yeah, so if you're going dreads, you can't wash your hair, right? You gotta just let it. You gotta keep letting it get crazier and knot up. That doesn't sound great. Outside looking in. So wait. So what were you when you have to cross over somebody? Where are you going?
I'm always in the aisle.
But
I'm
at
just kidding.
some point you've had to.
I'm asking them to get up.
Ask him to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a lot of times they do actually have to
Yeah.
end up getting up.
Dude,
to be fair.
I got a lot. I got a big ass. If
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
trying,
get up.
If I'm trying to scoot across you, you don't want those problems.
Is there anything worse than having to go to the bathroom and you're locked in?
Oh,
and
they're
you
asleep?
and they're asleep, or you don't want to have to ask them to get up, or like maybe you drink a couple beers before the flight and you're peeing too much, and then it's just like you're being very annoying. It's, I mean, I will push it to the edge, but eventually you just got to tell them.
If it's a short flight, like if we're going from here to Dallas, like we went for media days, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Now, if we're going from here to LA, I'm gonna have to use it once.
Is it crazy to think about trying to sneak over somebody while they're still asleep?
I think I probably tried to pull that
That might
move
be like some
before.
sexual
That's
harassment.
what I'm saying.
going
Like,
on.
you wake up
If you're in
and
the
it's just belly to
if you're in
belly.
the exit, you got room. If you're
Crotch
in
in
the
the
exit aisle, you
face?
probably got some room to do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's true. You might be able to. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it's Southwest. Economic collapse. Southwest is going to assign seating.
Everything's going to crap.
Derek Carr went 13 of 14 at practice yesterday, though, guys. You know?
House of the Dragons finale left a lot to be desired.
13
Yeah.
of 14. Yeah, but Twisters are tight. Deadpool is tight.
And
so we got a couple wins.
The
I'm so
first-
jealous you get to go to the movies.
The incompletion from Derek Carr was a throwaway on the first play. It
There you
wasn't
go.
like an interception
we're just
or
gonna
anything.
call
Didn't
it
Spencer Rattler
13 to
go
13.
like 9 of 11 with like 4 touchdowns or something?
He went. It says 9 of
crazy.
17.
9 of 17.
No, that was
Maybe it was 2 days ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the most recent one I saw.
Hayner
from
went 9 of
yesterday.
13. Apparently, Rattler's been gaining. To your point, Jake. Some of the other talk is that while Hayner's still QB2 right now, that Rattler has been gaining on him.
Spencer Rattler, this was 2 days ago. He was 9 of 11 with 6 touchdowns across 7-on-7 and team.
Wow. Let's go, dude.
So
Let's go.
I would assume being 6 touchdowns on 9 completions, it was red area.
Kubiak! It's going to pay dividends for all, dude. Not just Derek Carr, right? Like, what a great landing spot. If Kubiak really is that guy, is that good. That's great for these young quarterbacks, both Hayner and Rattler, to get into that position. Bro, you can go to the movies. You just got to find a babysitter. You got to trust the baby. You got to trust a babysitter to watch your baby. That's just, it's a young baby, but you just got to trust a babysitter to watch your baby. Because your boy's got it.
I told you this, but if my oldest was a girl, I feel like I could.
I feel you.
Trust
I feel you.
her.
I know. I know. I'm
Um,
not saying you have to trust Jax to watch the baby. But I'm saying that's going to be.
You also know
how bad do you want it,
right?
And what are you willing to sacrifice?
Because I was just about to say, like, am I willing to sacrifice it? Because we all know. Well, y'all don't, but T-Bob knows. If you go to the movies and you're paying a babysitter, it's going to be a nice ticket.
Oh,
The ticket price is going to be more than the cost of attendance.
As if the movie and then, dude, we sat through 40 minutes of previews.
40?
I swear to God, I am not. Okay, slight exaggeration.
Okay,
like 30.
35. No, 35.
Yeah.
It was not a joke. Movie started at
wow
7:20.
So
Or no,
it didn't-
7:15.
and it started like at
and it started
7:45?
7:50.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm a previews
35
person.
I am
minutes.
too, but that's,
But that's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm old and tired.
Yeah.
We finally got to the movie
Well-
like 5 minutes early. So we ended up sitting there for 40 minutes. I'm like, what is going on, dude?
right. So
I ate my popcorn halfway through the previews.
So I used to be like big previews. Like
I
it
love
was almost as good
previews.
as anything.
Yeah.
But they're not the same ever since we lost In a World. You know, like that guy. Like that's when previews were really hit.
Yeah, now previews just show you the whole movie before you
Yeah.
even go see it.
And they don't have big voice guys.
There's
Yeah.
there's definitely a delicate art to trying
To
to make a
previews,
preview
yeah.
interesting.
Man, I used
but
to
not show
love
too much.
Yeah, it was the
previews.
same
I
voice
would
guy
get
for
there
like
early.
every preview, I believe. It
Yeah.
sounded like him at least.
I would get there early, and then they would have that chick, and she's like, "Silence your phone," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Now
silence
it's
my
just-
phone."
Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah.
in
Oh,
that
she is
seat.
now. Yeah.
And they would do like trivia too. They'd give you a little
Yeah.
trivia
Yeah.
question.
They still do that. They still do
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's all. Like, but that's the pre-previews.
Yeah.
That's before
You're
the
not doing. Yeah, you're not doing.
trailers.
Yeah, that's before the trailers start. I thought the trailers were all right. There was there were a couple horror movies that were kind of interesting. One A24 joint. One.
A24 had a
goes
horror
hard.
movie?
Yeah, imagine.
No way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
One where like James
Unheard of.
McAvoy is looking pretty jacked and
Oh,
crazy,
I
dude.
love James
Yeah, I like
McAvoy.
James
Is it-
McAvoy.
Oh, that's
too.
that family one.
Yeah,
where
it
they're
looks
crazy.
good.
Yeah.
It looks
He's
good.
a handsome man.
He's very handsome.
Yeah.
Wanted. Surprisingly good movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of people
Wait.
don't think about
Great.
Wanted.
It was supposed to have a
It's
sequel
a
forever.
really
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Pratt, fat Chris Pratt.
Great comic book as well. Oh, that's right. Yeah, early Chris Pratt as his douchey friend in the office.
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, she was in it. Didn't notice.
So that was a great. It was a fun time at the movies. Tried out a new theater. Did that AMC off of Hatters.
Well, off O'Neill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off O'Neill. Pretty nice.
It's
Pretty
nice. Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
reclining seats.
Great classic feel.
Wait.
High schoolers. It's
The
like,
one that used to be Rave back in the
Used to be
day?
Rave, yeah.
Oh, that's Katie and I used to go to that one in college.
Wait, were they both Rave? Because Rave at
Yeah,
the movie, Rave
the
at
mall-
the mall was okay.
They were both Rave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right
Yeah,
on.
I mean, you talk. Yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. They used to. I don't know why we should drive that far.
I don't know either.
I guess. Okay, well, Perkins
Well, I
Road
guess it's
wasn't
pretty
there.
much, it's
Perkins
pretty
Road
much the
wasn't
same
there.
though.
The
Going
mall
to the mall
wasn't
and going to
there.
there
Well,
from
when I was in
campus.
college, the mall wasn't there. Perkins Road
Wait,
wasn't
the
there.
Rave, Mall, Louisiana, and the Rave were not there when you were in college.
Well, they
They're
had
definitely there when I
Tinseltown,
was.
huh?
If they were, they were new.
Oh,
there was
wow.
Tinseltown right by off of Seagan.
Tinseltown's where Top Golf.
Yeah, where Top Golf
That's
is.
yeah,
now.
that was an
Yeah.
option. And then the movie tavern was where we used to go see.
City Place. That was a Regal
That
City
was-
Place.
that's
back
where we
in
did
the
the team
day.
movies,
Yes, that's
right?
Regal City Place was the first theater I remember going to in Baton Rouge, and then it was a Rave for a bit, then Perkins Road for a bit, and Celebrity for a bit. But yeah, the AMC Hatter's pretty nice. That's enough. Look, I was talking about this yesterday. When it comes to theme park, like local theme parks or amusement parks and movie theaters, I want everybody working there to be high school kids who clearly do not care and are just here for summer or just trying, like for some, just trying to make a little money so they can go out, maybe, get somebody to buy them beer or something. And that's exactly
Hey, mister.
what you get at these theaters. And I mean, dude, the kids at Blue Bayou yesterday were cracking me up. I don't think you could have tried to move slower when doing anything.
That would have pissed me off.
No, it doesn't even. I don't make me mad because I get it. It's so hot.
That would have made me.
I've
so
been doing the
mad.
exact same thing, but I mean, we talking just like oozing. But good. That's what I want. This ain't Disney.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't gonna be where everybody's overly chipper. Maybe they got benefits. Like, well, but no. These are some high school kids grinding through some work, man. And I like it. I like it for that reason. Pretty good slides, dude. Pretty good slides.
What made you finally go there?
Me and my old man have been talking about it all summer, and I wanted to get the kids out of the house to give my wife a little just break to do some stuff that she wanted to do. And so me and him love taking them to amusement parks, and so we just went there. Man, old roller coaster too, Gilbo's Galaxy.
The Galaxy, yeah. That's an old one.
Thin metal.
Yeah,
thin
real
metal.
thin.
And like fun, but like when it hits those hard turns, none of the smooth technology of today's ride. I'm talking like,
oh, it's jerky.
Like,
yeah,
like feeling like you're getting your back adjusted. Which again, there's something nostalgic about that. And then poor Alice, she was so pumped. She's going to ride her first loop-to-loop roller coaster ever. And as we're walking up the ride, one person like was jogging to meet up with his family. He jogs in front of us and he goes up in there and he takes like the last 2 open seats, and then it closed. It was the last ride of the day.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't on him. He was it wasn't like that. It was just a bit unlucky. But I'm proud of her. She was crying because she was so upset that she couldn't do a loop-de-loop. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, you're a real one, girl.
Yeah,
you my dog.
I'd have fought the kid, but
you my dog. It was a man.
I'd have fought him.
He was meeting up with his family.
He'd have been on the spot.
He was meeting up with his family.
You know,
it was all good.
You should have been in the line.
Should have been with your family,
yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
Or the bird gets the worm. That's what Tommy Moffitt would have said to him.
I'd rather dude. Nah, man. Look, yeah, hating on Blue Bayou, bro. I'll say this, man. Nah, whatever. Everybody, look, it's again. There's a lot of it's very fun. There's a lot of potential left on the table, but I can't pretend to know the economics of it and how hard it is to.
They got messed up with
investment.
COVID. Like before COVID, everything was operational. They were
really
open,
everything because if everything was
they
operational,
put a little money
that would
into
be
it right before COVID.
Yeah, right before
mistaken,
COVID.
right?
Yeah, and they put a new slide in, like that slide all the way at the end, like the red, green. There's like
the
loop-de-loop
where
you stand. Yeah, that one. That was a new one. They put that one in like right before COVID. They put a lot of money in, and then COVID screwed them really bad.
It sucks because if everything was operational, that's actually a lot of rides.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of slides, a lot of rides, and not a lot of lines.
Wonder if like someone like the city would take that over. And maybe
well, they've already got that Breck water park, I think.
That's true.
Liberty or something like that.
What?
Yeah, there's a Breck water park.
Huh. I didn't know that. There you go. Check it out. Again, if somebody could, just hey, if you're like a billionaire or a multi-millionaire and you don't care about return on your investment, just like put a bunch of money in it. That'd be awesome. All right. When we get back, more OTB. We're going to play you some Chris Olave sound that may or may not put you in the mood. And Jake has put together a felt tip special LSU football project that we'll get to next here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
GEAUX Tommies.com. If you're listening to this, I'm guessing you know that's Go Tommies. And I'm talking about Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding, where you will see the difference clearly. You go to GoTommies.com. You can view the work right there on the website. You can start to learn about Tommy's, the how they carry themselves, kind of their 4 core values, right? Integrity, dependable, professional, efficient, okay? And it's 5 easy reasons. So I choose Tommy's. They're fully licensed and insured. They got over 28 years of experience working at Baton Rouge throughout Louisiana. They won that Angie Super Service Award every year since 2016, and they provide free estimates, y'all. So if you need hardy plank or vinyl siding, wood or vinyl windows, any type of door, make Tommy's one of the bids on your project. That's GoTommys.com.
Go to the website T-Bob gave you, GoTommys.com. Check out testimonials. Check out a gallery of work they've done. But remember, just because it's not in the gallery doesn't mean they can't do it. They can customize your project for you. Just go to the website to set it up today, GoTommys.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, OTB. Roll right along here to Monday. Chris Olave was on the NFL Network. He was doing an interview. Who is this interviewing him? I'm trying to remember. I apologize that I can't. Jake, you'll probably know. But he's doing an interview on NFL Network. Let me know when we have it ready to go here, guys. This is, it's funny because the interviewer tries to set up Olave with a bit of a softball question, right? Like, give me the chalky, generic answer here. And, well, just listen to the interaction, Saints fans, and see how this makes you feel.
Has there been a play, whether an individual or team period out here, that's made you kind of stop and been like, oh, we're going to be good this year?
I mean...
It's okay if it was your own.
Yeah, not really.
Has there been a play, whether
Play one more time. Play one more time.
an individual or team period out here that's made you kind of stop and been like, oh, we're going to be good this year?
I mean...
It's okay if it was your own.
Yeah, not really.
Has there...
Again, guys, I don't want to read too much into this, but like that's an easy question to answer.
Very easy.
It's even an easy question to BS around, right? I mean, even if you don't want to be like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's been like, there was a pass the other day or something. You're like, no, it's not a play, but we feel good. We made some key additions in the offseason, and Coach Kubiak's brought new life to the offense, and we're giving Carr getting on the same page. Like, there's a million ways to answer this. And he was just straight up like, nah, I kind of think we're doo-doo. I mean, that's basically what that clip said.
You want me to give you something positive? There's not going to be anything. It's just that is, like T said, such an easy question to answer. Just so basic, just to be like, this one play, this one formation, this one run, this one route, this two-man route combination with me and Shaheed. It's going like so many ways,
a million ways
to answer that question. And you're like, nah, not really. I don't really know. Again, you don't look too much into it, but there should have been one thing to pop into his brain from like that practice or two practices ago. Like, hey, we were down there in 7-on-7 in the red area, and we had this in the back end of the goal line, and Foster went behind and he caught this, and when I was here, nothing.
Yeah, man, Chris Olave's probably at a weird time in the NFL where he's grown up at a time when the Saints were probably the most consistently dynamic offense, or at least top 3 most consistently dynamic offenses for basically his entire childhood in the NFL. And then when he gets out of college, he gets there just the exact wrong timing, and timing is everything in life at times. It's a funny quote. And, Olave's timing leaves maybe a bit to be desired as he dealt with Jameis Winston year, then Derek Carr year 1. But again, it's not even about the actual players. It's more about just the apathy around the team. The Saints were exciting. People were in love. It was dynamic and fun and colorful. And now everything just feels gray. Like E. Goddard says, a malaise appears to be over the franchise. But sometimes, guys, things look darkest before the dawn. Okay? Adam Field says, I think we're looking too much into this. Probably. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably so.
But it's camp, And it's funny. Like, objectively, as someone who, we sit here and we listen to a lot of sound, we watch a lot of clips, like, that's very funny to me. Because every now and then you catch somebody slipping up and being honest. Normally, you just give run-of-the-mill, here, I'm going to answer your, like, again, she tossed him a softball, and he was just like, nah, he just looked at it. just looked at it and let it go by.
And that's your, I don't think it's an argument, probably your biggest playmaker?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Again, as Rod Walker talked about in his No.com piece today, a lack of wide receiver 3 is actually one of the main takeaways from the first 10 days of camp. We know A.T. Perry hasn't really stepped up.
Yeah, we thought
Mason Tipton seems to be the guy that maybe will.
The entire draft process, we thought that they would select one, not even late, kind of maybe even in the second round when they went with Kool-Aid. And Kool-Aid's a really good player, and I guess they couldn't pass him up. But, for the most part, you looked at that position room, and it was kind of taken care of. And you look at receiver 3, and you tried to sign Cedric Wilson. You tried to sign St. Brown.
Yeah.
You've re-signed Marquez Callaway.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Marquez Callaway's back on the team, baby. Let's go.
You drafted Bub Means in the 5th round. So,
Daniel Blunt says, dude, I think you're way overlooking the fact that the question is dumb. There's never one play. Again, that's fair as well. But, I mean, like, I don't think it's a good question, right? I honestly think, I do this all the time. I know how this goes. She was just trying to set him up for an easy answer where you don't have to overthink it to give you a chance to talk positively about somebody or something on your team. She wasn't looking for any great insight, really. It's just a funny clip. But, look, the stock market may have crashed, but you know who's doing very well? Lockheed Martin. You know what they do? Military supplies. Imagine that. That's not ominous at all, is it, guys?
I was like, where are we going with this? But yes, I see where you're going now.
Where I'm going is Derek Carr went 13-14 yesterday, guys. Okay, so in a world of darkness where everything sucks and everything you think is bad, Derek Carr and Clint Kubiak are gonna be good this year. Fonz has asked for a good show today. Not saying suck. Hey, screw you, Fonz. Not really. Love you. All right, look, I'll try to track down the Olave full clip so we can give this thing the full context and justice it deserves. Because to be fair, I just saw this on Twitter and thought it was very funny.
I mean, because like you said, he could have just given like, oh yeah, there's been, I don't know, one thing one thing. He couldn't come up with just one.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's find the Chris Olave full clip and see if we can provide some context here, like chat wants us to. Let's do this. Jake, what are you working on over there?
I was just trying to put together, because when we talk LSU, we talk Nuss and we talk Will Campbell, we talk Emory Jones, we talk Harold Perkins, we talk about a lot of the stars and even like a Mason Taylor. But I was just trying to put together some of the names that I feel like are going to decide, because we were talking earlier, 9-3, 10-2.
Yeah.
Where would you be?
Again, Vegas has you at 9.5. Your favorite in all but one game. Like, that is the bar.
I just want to put together some of the names that I feel like are going to decide if you go 9-3 or 10-2, and the ones that we're not talking about, the most important players to LSU football that aren't the stars.
All right, well, we'll get to that next. Give you the full Olave clip as well. Keep it locked right here at youtube.com/1045 ESPN. More OTB coming up.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Pinnacle Exterior Construction, guys. It's PECbuilt.com. That's the website. And I really, really, really want you to check out the website so you can go look at the artisanship, the quality of the work on all of your exterior construction needs. If you want an outdoor kitchen, you want a pool completely custom, or you want like a spec pool, you need any size, type, or fence, you want to put turf in your backyard, pergolas, bulkheads, all of it. Okay? At Pinnacle, we build the spaces, you build the memories. And that's what this is about, right? Making your home your greatest asset, what you've always wanted it to be. Go to Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com.
Yeah, when you go there, you'll see exactly what T-Bob is talking about. That is residential and commercial. And we're talking about the outdoor spaces, like that turf in your backyard. You can also do it commercially. So if you have a business and you want turf anywhere on your property, they can come in. They can do that for you as well. They completely change the game. Pools, outdoor living, fences, bulkheads, and more. PECbuilt.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $20,000 off new 23 Ram 1500 trucks. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $20,000 off the powerful Ram truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
The best kept secret.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back. Off the Bench. 104.5 ESPN. So actually, chat was right here. I think we got trolled by the internet a bit, which happens. Freaking Dov Kleiman. Not even a real person, an account that got sold, but, you know, kind of aggregates NFL news. Here is the full Chris Olave answer on whether or not there's been a single play that has made him think the New Orleans Saints will be good this year.
You kind of stop and been like, oh, we're going to be good this year?
I mean,
it's okay if it was your own.
Yeah, not really. I kind of felt that during OTAs, during spring training, with the new offensive install. I know we got the players, we got the weapons. To be able to bring that scheme in here is going to be great. So I felt that during spring camp.
What's okay? So that's exactly what we were looking for, right? We literally laid that out as one of the easy avenues you go down to answer that question. So I apologize. Did not mean to mislead there. And unfortunately, there will be some who heard last segment, but not this segment. But alas, such is the temporal nature of this job and such is the tricky nature of the internet. So you're good, Jake. Yeah. See, Kubiak. Told you.
Yeah.
Told you, dude. It all comes down to Kubes. All right. So if LSU's going to go 10-2, then Jake, you've compiled a list. You have said, how are you breaking this down? So I'm seeing a lot of different writing. I'm seeing brackets. I'm seeing a line down the middle. How are you deciding who is most important to the success?
No, just so again, talking about what their record was going to be, 9-3, 10-2. We talked about LSU, Missouri, Bama, Tennessee, and maybe kind of being right there in the same position. And we talk about again the stars of the team, as we should. That's what every sports show does. They talk about the stars, they play the hits. But I was just trying to think of the players, the 8, 9, 10 players that are truly going to decide how good LSU is or how good they're not this football season. And I'll just say the names, and you tell anybody in the room can tell me if they want to add a player to this list, or if I say a player that you think is not going to be that important to LSU.
Not on this, like Nussmeier won't be on this list.
Nuss won't
and
be
Harold Perkins won't be on this list. Will Campbell and because they're all the stars.
Yeah.
These are the guys that exist in the tipping point, the kind of gray area where they could be good or they could be bad. And depending on what they are, that'll have the impact. Okay, hit me with the names.
All right, so Greg Penn, Major Burns.
Okay, hold on. Greg Penn, does that feel as impactful when you have Perks and the Weeks brothers? Like if Penn, now I think Penn could potentially take a big step forward, right? Like he could be one of the big winners of the Blake Baker shift, but I feel like you do have a little bit of insurance there.
But also, Greg Penn, like he was the constant last year. He's going to play almost every play for LSU if he's healthy this year.
Every play, you think?
I mean, last year, like when you look at the total snaps, I mean, he was up there as high as anybody on the defense.
Okay.
And Blake Baker knows Greg Penn. He coached Greg Penn the first time that he was here.
True.
So I think that helps him. And so, yeah, right there. And if you're going to do some different things with Harold Perkins, right, if you move him somewhere else, it's not going to be Greg Penn that's affected. He'll still be in the game.
Yeah.
He'll be there. He'll be a Weeks brother that comes in to take Harold's spot at linebacker.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like Greg Penn's going to be right there in the middle of your defense and really decide, a lot of who you are and what that identity is going to be. I'm trying to get a snaps list right now of how many plays you. What?
Oh, snaps?
Oh, God.
You were talking about everybody's favorite R-rated local, not local,
It's
but
not local.
National College Football Podcast with T-Bob Avery and Nerd Murray, which you check out today. I'll be live later today. Also, we're going to another game. We got USC LSU we're playing tomorrow on the stream. So if you want to check that out, at 10:30 Central tomorrow. I got to win this time, dude. I can't lose with LSU. All right, so how many snaps?
That was...
You said snaps, not me.
That was just...
I don't know what to do.
Shameless plug right
Yeah,
there.
no crap, dude. The volume didn't renew the show. We're out here independent. Of course I'm going to shamelessly plug it. Trying to survive, until the nukes go off at least, right? I don't want to get killed by the impending financial doom. Like, at least make me die in a nuclear attack.
No, I'm okay with it. I mean, look at my shirt. I'm wearing Elite shirt today.
Yeah, exactly.
Elite Training
thank you.
Academy.
Exactly. What are we talking about?
Which we just opened up on Burbank and Lee.
There
You
you
should check
go.
it out.
Oh, yes.
Elite Training. If you want to be elite, full indoor, 2 fields, the whole deal.
Football.
I'll tell you more about that.
Football.
What we thought, Greg Penn?
We don't need this advocate. Your point stands. What about, so Major Burns. Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah, Major Burns was the second guy on my list.
I mean, star. They made it. There's an entire position basically made for Major Burns in this defensive scheme. So, yes, he would be massive.
Miles Frazier.
Huh. Why?
So we talk about the edges of the offensive line. We don't necessarily talk about the interior of the offensive line.
But is he not like a known quantity?
He is, but if you can't attack LSU on the edges, which you're not going to have a lot of success doing this year, where are you going to attack LSU?
The interior. That makes a lot of sense.
And so I feel like Miles Frazier is going to really get tested this year more than he's ever been tested before.
Frazier and DJ Chester going to be attacked. I mean, Dellinger's been doing it
like
for
you say,
7 years now.
They can kind of hide a new center. You know what I mean? Like you can hide that player a little bit.
Yeah, I think that. I would say maybe expand the Frazier take just to those interior 3, maybe, since like you're saying, you're so solid on the edges. How those 3 work together, because it's gonna so much. There's so much tied in between those 2 position groups that maybe that ends up being a huge impact on this team. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll go to break and finish it out next.
Sage Ryan, who we talked about this morning.
Yeah. What role is Sage Ryan going to be? Again, I feel like if he's at corner, then the corner position has not quite worked out exactly how you want it. I think
it tells you a lot.
Safety.
It tells you a lot, depending on where he's at. It kind of tells you where LSU is. Just one quick one, Caleb Jackson. Now, Josh Williams, I think, is going to be the steady. I think John Emery is going to be somebody that plays in certain situations because he has a certain skill set that you've used before. But Caleb Jackson can kind of be your Keelan Williams. He can be the guy that he's not going to be in there and play every down. But when he's in there for a purpose. He is in there for a potential big play. Emery has a little bit of this as well, but just like kind of the body type and what we've already seen, he's got a lot of Keelan Williams in him. And we all know like Keelan was – a big part of 07, just like Charles Scott was, just like Trendon was. And this backfield kind of feels like they have a lot of those different pieces. But I think Caleb Jackson, again, he's not going to be the guy that probably gets the most carries, most plays, most anything, but he's going to need to be impactful.
And apparently he's looking his body, again, like Keelan's. Keelan was always a kind of physical-looking freak.
Still is.
Apparently Caleb Jackson looking bigger, stronger, and faster than ever. So watching that running back position play out is one of the more interesting parts of this team. All right. When we get back, let's keep this going. Wrap up hour number 2 on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, 925-8552. Go to Central Plumbing today. Centralplumbing.org is the website. I gave you the number. Take advantage of the licensed, bonded, and insured employees. They send you information ahead of time about who's coming into your home. They got flat rate pricing, so you're not going to hit with any surprise or hidden fees at the end, like it's one of these food delivery apps. They got half a century worth of experience, guys. So you're not going to hit them with a problem they know how to solve. They've got a massive fleet, 24/7 emergency service. So don't think twice. Any plumbing problems? Go to centralplumbing.org.
Go to the website today, and it's not only in emergencies. Now, like T-Bob always tells you, 24/7, 365 is exactly what they can do for you. But also, if you're looking to upgrade at your home or business, they can come in. They can help you. Go tankless with a tankless water heater. All that is available at Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
Bayou Ford has the new inventory to get you in a new Ford truck or SUV today, or customize your next vehicle just the way you want it. All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, party plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. OTB. Close at hour 2. All right, Jake, so we're getting back to the players that could really matter in terms of trying to hit that 10-2 number. We have, of course, weekend winners coming up next. We left off with Sage Ryan, or Caleb Jackson. Where are we at next?
I'm just going to list the final 4 guys that I have. I know we're up against the clock, and we can discuss these 4 guys. Chris Hilton at the receiver position. Braden Swinson at the edge rusher. Jacobian Guillory at the defensive tackle position, and then Zy Alexander at the corner position. Again, not stars, right? Not the stars that we talked about going to Media Day or All-American or All-SEC, but you're going to win games or lose games, I think, because of a bulk of this group.
Yeah, I think out of that grouping, who do I think is most important? I mean, Jacobian Guillory.
I think Jacobian Guillory, funny enough, and Tank's been here a long, long time. He's played a lot too, but he was a big recruit, and he's been counted on before, but as a role player. And now how quickly that flips to him maybe being the most important player on this list, maybe outside of Sage Ryan.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the thing about Guillory too is it's kind of interesting, Jake, in that if he's great, awesome. But really, you just need him to be available and solid. more than anything else. If he is to have to miss some times, that would be really bad for this team, because you are talking about, just because of the context of the position group, that like him being out means more than just like one player being out. It like doubles or triples in its impactfulness. So again, if he wants to go and have like a killer year and be awesome and have one of these like Christian Locatour play 96% of the plays and kind of ball out type of years, that's great. But really, the main things for Guillory, for this team to accomplish or to do what it wants to do, he has to be available and he has to be a solid, legitimate starter. And I think he's look. I think he's ready for. I think he can do that. I think he's ready for that. Like you said, he's been here a long time, and it's very empowering when you're a vet who's been maybe more of a role player your entire career, and then now here at the end of your journey, where they're telling you, okay, now you are the guy. Go and prove it.
You have to be a game changer, I think, at that position. And game changer doesn't mean you've got 8.5 sacks and 10 tackles for loss. That's,
no.
At that position, a game changer can be disruptive. A game changer can set up something for another player. A game changer can be holding your blocks so the linebacker can go make the play. And he has to be all of that. And he's gonna play a ton. Like, he's gonna be like the Mekhi Wingo from 2 years ago type.
Yeah,
of snaps.
That's another good example. I don't know why I went back to Locatour in that year where he played all the snaps, because Wingo played more.
Still
more
like
snaps than any interior D lineman in the country 2 years ago.
Locatour playing in the swamp as much as he did that year out of necessity. It was hot. That day in the swamp,
and they won, partially because he had a really good game. And look, you talk about Harold Perkins being light. Well, guess what? You know how you keep linemen off of Harold Perkins? With Jacoby and Guillory taking up two guys in the middle and not allowing them clean, easy looks at the second level to get to Perkins. Like, that was the best feeling as an offensive lineman, was being able to work to that second level, get your hands on a linebacker, and then they're just smaller than you. It's tough when you got one of these just meat mountains in front of you that you have to try to get through in order to get there. And that's why the best are essentially the same way O-linemen clear lanes for the running backs. The best D linemen clear lanes for their linebackers. And that's all going to come down to Jacoby and Guillory. All right, 2 hours in the books. We kick off hour number 3. Let's kick off with a little weekend winners. Very Olympic flair. We haven't talked Olympics yet too much this morning. We'll get to it next here on 104.5 ESPN.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. It's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. a family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial properties. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Let me go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I gotta come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
What up, dog? Welcome back. OTB. The world economy may be crumbling around us, but guess what?
What, T-Bob?
Football camps are going down.
Oh, man.
And the Olympics.
That's exciting.
And I think the Olympics have been super badass. I know y'all are haters. Y'all refuse to watch.
We're not haters.
But it's been, y'all are, what? That's just a lie. Y'all are outright Olympic haters. Y'all have said multiple times throughout this entire process that you have not been watching.
So that
I'd say we're haters.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I think that's the definition of a hater.
I'm watching TV.
I mean,
you're anything not America hater.
I'm on air for 6 hours a day during the Olympics. It's hard to watch. Had 5 kids, coaching 3 teams.
Yeah, I feel
a hater.
A lot of it is on too at like 4 a.m. as well. You have to watch replays of
I mean,
it.
to be fair, again, I'm just watching random YouTube videos at night, like 7-minute recaps. I'm rarely watching the NBC nightly wrap up or any of that. So I don't have like a great read on all the biggest events. Although speaking of big, we'll get to the French pole vaulter. I have a very random smattering of events, like women's skeet shooting. I saw an absolutely electric final between a woman from Great Britain and where's the winner from? I can't remember actually. Maybe Chile.
The U.S. weren't in. I'm surprised the U.S.
The men were. The men won a gold medal in the skeet shooting.
This was individual, so I don't know about the U.S. team.
For women?
I don't know about the U.S. The women, they got bronze. The women got bronze, but it was a pretty insane shootout. I don't think Chile's had ever won a skeet shooting medal, and then she got gold. It was really cool. Whatever. So I've seen a bunch of random stuff, but I've tried to keep track of kind of the biggest ones, the biggest
the
events
U.S.
here.
3-on-3 basketball. They already lost. The men are already out. The women have lost like 3 or 4 of their games. They're terrible.
No, I mean, again, I don't really understand the 3-on-3 thing.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
it's kind of weird.
I don't even really get why.
I don't know why it's an Olympic thing. I don't
it's
know.
like,
How do we choose who's on the team? Now, this I like. Y'all seeing a little kayak cross? Kayak cross is tight. It's just 4 dudes or girls battling down a river as fast as they can. Top 2 in the heat advance. The other two are eliminated. I watched two sisters go toe to toe in a heat that was really cool to watch. But yeah. So what was before we get to weekend winners? What was kind of the biggest Olympic news that broke through to you this weekend? Because it's obviously the 100, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
I mean, that
had to
picture
be.
is just insane. Of the person who literally finished last was on the heels of the winner.
So
I don't know that we've ever seen something like that.
Can we?
And I want to say, sorry to cut you off,
go.
but I'll forget.
Go.
I want to say the person that finished last, Bob, had a better time than when Carl Lewis won the 100 back in the late 80s.
I mean that would make sense
That's
to
crazy.
me.
I mean, yes,
but
still
like
crazy.
it's insane. 0.12 seconds separated first from last. Alondra, bring me up the picture from the.
I got it up there on
tweet.
the.
Okay. So this picture is insane to me, and this isn't even the exact one, but you still get the point here. So Noah Lyles at the bottom. His lean gets him the gold by a literal nose, right? Jamaica second, America third. That dude in green doesn't even medal. So Noah Lyles at the bottom of the picture is the fastest man in the world, and the guy in green, who isn't even a full head length behind him, maybe one head length, doesn't even get to stand on the podium. Fastest man in the world, you're less than a tenth of a second slower, and you don't even get to stand on the podium.
That's tough.
That's brutal.
That is tough. I can't remember.
Shout out Noah Lyles, though. That's how you back it up.
Look at this one, though.
Dude.
This one's even crazier, too. Look at that photo.
I feel like the side view is probably the best one of it.
I mean, that
Looking
all
at-
the photos are crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, every person is touching their number or their lane outside of one, and he's not that far off.
Well, and I guess it's when your head crosses, right?
It's when
Not
your
foot.
torso.
So it's
Your
torso.
torso.
It's torso up.
Yeah.
So like
Okay,
a
so
lot of
hey,
people
so
are
that's why
talking
you
about.
That's why they used to have the ribbon.
Yes, that's why you lean.
Yeah.
And that a lot of people that don't know that are like, oh, but his foot is across first. It is, but that doesn't matter.
Technique, guys. Technique matters.
Carl Lewis in 1991, when he broke the record, was 9.86. The bronze medal winner, 9.81.
And what
When he
about
broke the world record?
Mhm.
Wow.
And what's Usain Bolt's record time? Is it like 9.79?
No, it's 9.58, I think.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
The world record, I think, is 9.58.
Oh, my.
Yeah, 9.58.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't at the Olympics, but
No, it was
that's
just the world record. But
Yeah.
the Olympic record is 9.63, also held by Usain Bolt.
Still, shout out Noah Lyles. Remember, he got all that crap last year after the NBA Finals being like world champion of what?
He was getting crap too because he didn't win his the semi. He didn't win any races before this. He only came in like second or third to qualify for the final.
Hey, save the best for last.
He still won.
I would definitely say that Noah Lyles is a weekend winner.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do. What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, weekend winners. Like I said, I'd say Noah Lyles definitely on that list. How about just USA Olympics overall? 17 medals in a single day. Over the weekend at one point, their highest total in a single day since Seoul in 1988. And with that Noah Lyles gold medal for the 100-meter, the U.S. ties for the lead in gold. Leading the overall medal count, but ties for the lead when it comes to gold medals. Shout out, America.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just because of your Olympic take earlier. No, that is awesome.
71 medals for U.S. to 45 for China, 19 and 19 for U.S.
And we all know, I was
China.
about to say, we all know it comes down to golds. And
Yeah.
now that you're tied and you're crushing any country in total medal count, big success.
Yeah.
Because that's what, look, USA wants to win the most golds. They want to win the most medals. That is how you kind of base success in an Olympic year. And the USA still has ones that almost feel like they're guaranteed in basketball. At least you'll get a medal.
Probably
It's almost
soccer.
guaranteed. And so
Women's soccer,
Women's
probably.
soccer certainly has a chance. Beach volleyball, as we know, has a strong chance to get a medal as well. So, yeah, that number's only going to go up. So, yeah, weekend winner, no doubt. Weekend loser, yet again, the Florida Gators football program. Montrell Johnson is going to have to get his knee cleaned up. He was a player that was at Media Day, the only running back at SEC Media Day. He is from Louisiana Lafayette. He transferred over with Billy Napier. And remember, he was a part of a two-headed monster with ETN, but ETN's now at UGA. So Florida's potential best offensive player is going to be out a couple of weeks. And remember, they have a big week 1 matchup with Miami to open up the season. The times don't get any easier for the Florida Gators.
I would say poor Florida, but I guess I don't actually feel that bad.
No.
Go ahead, Alon.
I have a weekend loser. So Dave Portnoy was getting absolutely roasted by the internet. I should have told you beforehand, but you can find a picture on Twitter. He took a picture with a jockey. He's shorter than the jockey. How you gonna be shorter than the jockey?
No way.
And then posted it.
No way.
And
dude.
The internet has just been roasting Dave Portnoy for being shorter than a jockey.
Let's see right here. Look at this, Jake. It's interesting to the point where it almost looks photoshopped.
Yeah.
Like it almost looks as if someone shrunk him in this picture. Are we sure this is not photoshopped?
No.
That he did not get shrunk?
No, this is him.
I
in
guess
all his glory.
Google has him at 5'2".
Ooh.
Oh well, you know.
Yeah. It's just funny.
No. Google has him at 5'10". There's a lot of Photoshop madness going on. I don't know. I don't know what the case
is. Is it
5'10".
Photoshop?
I don't know. I don't know, to be fair.
Why would you open yourself to that kind of roasting?
That has to be photoshopped.
We
got to see
or
a picture of him next to like Big Cat.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
somebody who we know his height.
Now there's a lot of pictures. Okay.
The one that he put. Wait, is it Photoshop?
I think it's Photoshop, but now I can't tell what's real anymore.
I can't tell what's real anymore either because that Mark Zuckerberg pic got us all.
Well, the Zuckerberg picture got us. Dov Kleeman's Olave edit got us. We're getting kind of played by the internet a little bit today. You know what is undeniable? The size of Anthony Amirati's genitals, which in case you missed it, there's no Photoshop here. But French pole vaulter Anthony Amirati is both a weekend winner and loser. And don't bring this up here, Jake, just because anything Olympics gets the stream banned. But
well, we already did the 100-meter photo. So
the photo though, I think photo might be all right. Videos where we're going to get into trouble.
I can bring up a photo though at least.
Yes, you can. But Amirati ends up missing out on medaling in the pole vault because his phallus hit the bar in such an obvious and insanely distracting way that the original video that I saw that is now deleted by Saturday had 52 million views, Jake, on X alone. And that is one of many videos and posts making the rounds. So a loser in that the thing that you've trained for your entire life, you end up barely missing out on. You don't get to medal, you get eliminated. But a winner, and that is some really interesting positive PR to have out there about yourself. Shout out to Anthony Amirati.
Without question.
Go check out his Instagram.
Without question. All right.
It's true. All of it.
Completely different way than what that was. Weekend winner is Steve McMichael getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Of course, he is battling ALS, so he wasn't able to attend there at Tom Benson Stadium in Canton, Ohio. But I think a pretty cool story. He was surrounded by friends and family and a lot of members of the 1985 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears team, including Richard Dent, Ron Rivera, Mike Singletary. I mean, so many different people were there with him. And so he wasn't able to attend, but he was able to be surrounded, again, by the people that were with him in his football journey. Yeah. You got his Hall of Fame bus right there by his bedside as well. So it was a very cool moment to see all of the Bears rally around Steve McMichael as he gets into the Hall of Fame.
I agree. ALS is one of the most terrifying things on the planet. It is always laced with incredible sadness, but you always get inspired by those who are fighting against it. And to still be cognizant because, mentally you're there.
Yep.
And to be able to experience all this and feel all this and see all this, I mean, how could you not help but smile when thinking about McMichael? Jake, you got one?
Yeah. How about the jersey you're wearing, the Cubs?
Yeah,
Cubbies
shout out.
Won 3 of 4 against the Cardinals
I
over
knew
the
that.
weekend.
Yeah, I knew that.
You probably didn't know
I
that,
knew
but it's
that.
okay. Now you know. Getting
Definitely
into the wild
knew
card
that.
race here, they've been playing well since the All-Star break.
Go
So.
Cubs, go.
Go
Go
Cubbies.
Cubs, go. Hey, 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 what do you say? Hey, Cubs, go. No, 1, 2, 3. It's a catchy song,
It
guys.
is good.
It's a catchy song. Next weekend winner.
I was about to say something that was catchy for the Braves, but then you would have turned it into a whole different thing, and it'd have been
What? I'm just still thinking of Anthony Amorati. Why does he need the pole? To compete. Seems like kind of has one built in. Ryan Krauser. Do you know who that is?
What is wrong with this man?
I don't
Shot put legend. First ever 3-time gold medalist in the shot put. Oh, that's another thing I watched.
Great
Shot put and the
beard,
hammer
too.
throw, bro. Yeah,
Hammer
Krauser
throw
looks
is
cool.
crazy.
Hammer throw is insane.
It's
That Canadian
unbelievable.
dude.
Yeah, that guy.
He is so big, and he basically spins like the Tasmanian devil, and then he somehow stops at the very top of the circle, cross-legged, pirouetted, on his toes. He doesn't fall over, and he throws it like 4 meters farther than anybody else. But that's not him. Ryan Krauser's American, and he's the first ever 3-time shot put gold medalist. Shout out Ryan Krauser, legend. How about Ben Joyce? Oh,
Yeah.
the Angels. Nothing the Angels love more than an exciting young prospect that'll do nothing to be nationally relevant. Ben Joyce trying to become the latest in that excellent heritage. He threw a 105-mile-an-hour pitch for a swinging strike. How do you throw a ball 105 miles an hour?
I don't. That's why I'm here, not there.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's. So I was watching the Cardinals Cubs last night, and I was just thinking that
Me
there
too.
was a.
Me too.
Yeah, you were diving in.
Yeah.
There's a random reliever for the Cardinals, Martinez, that comes in, and he's throwing 97. You know what I mean? Like, when I start thinking about and David Cohn's on like Sunday Night Baseball, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, I wonder what like a guy like David Cohn thinks, like when random relievers come out of the bullpen now and they're just hitting 97, just consistently 97. You've got guys like Joyce hitting 105. You've got Paul Skeens sitting around 98 to 101. Like what a guy like David Cohn or other pitchers that just really had to like live in like the small margins of throwing it exactly where they needed to because they were throwing 92 at best. I mean, great careers, incredible careers. But what it like the just baseball and how it's really just transformed to what we see today. Like
Power.
Like SEC guys coming out of the bullpen are hitting 94 consistently.
It's
random guys.
It boggles the mind. I mean, to me, just because I kept looking at the pitch and trying to compare it to something like Skeens. Like, does he look like he's stressing? It definitely looks like he puts more into it. Like, that's the thing about Skeens that is so crazy to me is how smooth it looks. Like, it's very much like just like a whip where everything builds to this kind of liquid point of like crack, like when a whip cracks. But like still, pretty incredible what Ben Joyce did. Who knows how sustainable it is, but to be able to throw that hard and perfect placement is just, I don't know, wild. Absolutely wild.
I have one more.
Yeah.
Our girl Katie Ledecky,
Yeah.
she is the GOAT.
She
Won
good?
her she won her 4th 800-meter free gold medal in a row and her 2nd gold medal in Paris and her 9th overall. Became the only 6th Olympian to reach that figure, joining Mark Spitz, Carl Lewis, Soviet gymnast Larissa, I don't know.
That's
how
the
to
one
say that
from like
last name.
64.
Yeah,
that
and
has
then
all the records,
Pavo Nurmi, he's a runner. So shout out to Katie Ledecky. I know that like we said that those announcers said that she was more dominant than Michael Phelps, but she continues to prove to be extremely dominant. Whether you think more than Michael Phelps or not, she is. I don't have an opinion on it either way, but she is the GOAT.
Who? Oh, Bobby. Is it Bobby Fink? I want to say Finky.
Yeah.
But shout out Bobby Fink as well. Won the 1500 meter
1500.
gold for America, but set a world record while doing so. I cannot
With Phelps in the crowd.
I cannot fathom swimming that fast for that long.
Yeah.
and then to be able to push through and barely break the world record like he did, just unbelievable. And you know who he started training with? Katie Ledecky. Also the GOAT when it comes to distance swim. So, yeah, shout out Bobby Fink.
I think the U.S. also broke the world record for the medley, the group medley in swimming for the 4x100.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we've got our swimming correspondent Bailey, intern Bailey here. She'll fill us in on everything. I'm just kidding, Bailey. Not really. All right, let's do this. Let's go to break. When we get back, I want to talk a bit about this Sharon Moore case. Bailey just got back from college visits. I'm excited to hear about those. She visited some, stately Northeast schools. Probably like leaves are changing. It's probably like 70 degrees or something up there. I don't actually know. We'll get to all this and more coming up on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to Coleman Roofing and Construction. That's ColemanRoof.com. ColemanRoof.com for your next project, be it residential, commercial. I don't care. Okay, Coleman Roof is the most complete roofing company in Louisiana because they do any size job. They do it anywhere in the state of Louisiana. They can handle any type of roof, and it's also the construction portion of it. Like I said, so like, God forbid a tree falls in your home or something like that, they rebuild the inside and the roof, right? If you get water damage during one of these storms, they fix the water damage to the inside and the roof. So you go to ColemanRoof.com, you get that free inspection. So put in your name, email, phone, a little blurb about what's going on. What if you, hypothetically, what if you step through your ceiling? Does that count as a roof? I don't know.
They could fix it, though. It doesn't matter.
They could fix it because the construction portion of it, that's true.
Yep. So if you've done that, they can help you. They can help you in Gonzales, Baton Rouge, Mandeville, Houma, Lafayette, anywhere in the listening area. Coleman can help you. Residential, if you step through your roof, maybe you get stuck up in the attic, they can help you there. Or commercially, if you've got a business and you've been affected by a storm, they can help you.
Look at this review from Miles Brennan. Great company with great service. They're super easy to work with. Made the roofing process as easy as possible. Very excited to have a new roof. Thanks, Coleman.
Coleman Roof.
ColemanRoof.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
These days of dark, which we've known, will blow away with this new sun. But
Who'd you say you and Aaron were playing LSU USC?
LSU USC tomorrow, yeah.
Are you going to let him be LSU so they can win?
No, relax. I'm going to be LSU.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to get that dub. We almost had it last time. It's all about
finishing.
It's all about, getting better. The process. We're not results oriented. Okay. We are process oriented, just like LSU is. Michael says, did y'all discuss Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco promising $25K to any athlete that breaks world records? Yeah, I want to say, so they're giving $25K each to any athlete that breaks world records. So Finke's getting himself a cool $50K. You mentioned the women's medley.
Are they gonna have to give to all four?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I would hope so, right? I mean,
yeah, hopefully.
What are you gonna make them split it?
Yeah, that would suck.
It kind of defeats the purpose, but I don't know. I don't know if they got cat. I mean, Shannon probably is.
I was about to say, I don't know about Ocho Cinco. How many paydays did he get?
I get the feeling outside looking in that Ocho Cinco did very well with his money.
I don't.
And he's
for money for sure. I don't know how much he actually made.
Isn't
he's known to be cheap?
Yes, he's known for being frugal.
He was the first one that said, "Oh, y'all think these are real? These are from Claire's."
Yeah. But
he's when he was playing.
I'm Ocho Cinco, and everybody's going to think my stuff's real because they know I got money.
Yeah. He made $48
very
million.
heady play.
It's 48.8.
I mean,
it's
a lot of money. It's incredible money.
I would have thought even more.
But like, if he's giving out, that's $100K to give out to the athletes just right there, or just the women's medley team. But whatever. The thing is, he's probably, again, and I know that they kill it on nightcap and everything.
Like they're splitting the cost, or each of them are giving $25K.
I think each are 25, but I don't know. Because I saw a headline about $50K earlier, so that's what I'm assuming. It was 25 apiece, but I'm not entirely sure. He won't be vaulting for America, much to Richard Condon's chagrin. But Mondo Duplantis going to be vaulting today, and it's worth taking a second to really remember just what an insane outlier Mondo actually is. Because as we're talking about world records and how amazing that is, Jake, I don't know that I have a great football or basketball metaphor for Mondo's dominance. He owns 10 of the top 12 jumps of all time that have ever been done. He has broken his own world record 8 times. And he keeps doing it because there's a lot of financial incentive. And in that game, financial incentive matters. It's one of the reasons why he jumps there, not here. Also, the qualifying process gives a lot more leeway and room for error there than it does here. But it's one thing to be the greatest of your generation. How in the hell do you arrive at a point where you are the greatest to ever do something, and it's not even particularly close? Everybody else in the world has access to the same science, the same training techniques, all these sorts of things. And yet, but he's got 10 of the top 12 jumps of all time. So it's insane. He's already got a gold medal from Tokyo last time. He's trying to join Bob Richards as the only 2-time pole vault gold medalist in history. Shout out Mondo Duplantis, LSU's finest, going to be vaulting today.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like if any other Olympian has ever had that many, 10 of the best 12.
I don't know about that exact number, but Greg Lamont in the chat, he says he's like, Mondo's like the equivalent of Usain Bolt. That's probably pretty fair.
Or does like Michael Phelps have like records like that? I mean, I know he's got the goals.
He's got the goals.
23 goals, 28 total. But I don't know like individual records because a lot of his was not a lot, but some of his was team success as well. Either way, that's a beast. Like imagine if you were an NFL quarterback and you had 10 of the 12 best passing seasons in NFL history.
That's exactly. See that's what I'm getting at. It's like it's not like MJ, LeBron. You can debate who's best, but it is a debate.
Mm-hmm.
And both are the best of their generation, without a doubt. But again, this guy stands alone when it comes to all time, which I guess Usain Bolt kind of does as well in a lot of ways, having the records that he has and having the 3 Olympics in a row, winning the 100 and the 200 is kind of the. Oh, okay. Alvin Marzwani says I saw Kayla Ledecky has like the top 20 1,500 meter freestyle times of all time. Okay, so Ledecky's in that boat as well.
That's crazy.
Also, Phelps set 39 world records, but only 4 of them are still unbeaten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, though, I mean that I think that yeah, that's insane. Now, true, swimming has more events, so more opportunity as well. Like Mondo has the one event to do it. Gulf South says Ledecky has the 20 fastest 1,500 meter times and 23 fastest 800 meter times.
Got hella records.
That doesn't make any sense. Shout out Mondo though. Edmund Stream's ad says, y'all see what they did to Shikari? So I know she got silver. It was a great race. But did I see some drama about her not warming up or something along those lines?
Something like that. And I don't know like 100% the full story, but it was something like they changed one of the rules. So then she had to walk like an hour to where the Olympics are. So she missed the training or the warm up. So that's why the other girl pulled out of it, because she didn't get like a good warm up in.
Oh, well,
she had to walk for an hour.
That's it. Okay. I got to look into this more. I'm not going to, so I actually know what I'm talking about, but, I just was already impressed at, taking home silver. I mean, it's incredible. And to kind of get, in my opinion, I mean, I get why, but in my opinion, screwed over like she did last time to now arrive back at a silver medal is, incredible. All right, I want to get to Sharon Moore, Michigan a little bit, but intern Bailey is back. She missed last week. She was doing college visits. Where all did we go visit Bailey?
I visited UMass Amherst.
Okay.
And then UConn, and then Fordham.
Okay, and who was the winner? What do we think?
I think UConn.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It was like a big campus, but like the classes that I would be going to are all in this like little tiny area. So I'd really be staying in this one area, so it's not that much walking.
What was the weather like? Pretty cool.
Kind of. In New York, it was like
I was about to say
one
Fordham and UConn.
Yeah, it get hot.
Fordham's in New York City and UConn's in Storrs?
Yes.
Is that right? Like small town. So you're going like one or the other. Small town UConn or the big city Fordham.
Do you know Fordham's most famous alumni? I got 2. I've rarely known this since high school. My buddy's dad went to Fordham.
Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey's Fordham.
Lana Del Rey is?
Yeah. Denzel Washington's Fordham.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Denzel's one
That's the only 2 I got for you.
Vince Lombardi.
Oh.
How about that? Fordham Rams. So what are we talking like a lot of like, did you feel like you were on the set of a movie walking through these Northeast campuses?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like UConn, it was like there's not that many people there, so I didn't get like the real feel.
Yeah.
But it's still just like.
Did you see any trappings of their recent basketball national championships or anything like that? Was there like a lot of like, were there banners hanging or posters or people walking around in their UConn basketball gear?
Not really. We didn't get to go inside the basketball arena.
Yeah.
But we walked to it in the tour.
All right. Well, go Huskies.
UMass Amherst. I don't know a lot about. That's the only one I don't know a lot about. How far is that from like Boston and? Because I think
it was like
a small state, so I didn't know.
An hour and a half, maybe.
Okay.
It wasn't really that far.
Boston has like 20 colleges or something. in there.
Okay, just looked it up, though. UMass Amherst, I think their most famous alum, Richard Gere.
Beautiful guy. Beautiful
Still got
man.
his fastball.
Beautiful man.
Yeah.
Not as beautiful as Kevin Costner, but still beautiful.
Yeah.
Bailey, have you ever lived anywhere that is cold?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, get ready.
Are you going to revisit in the winter?
Nope.
Yeah, hell yeah. So when are you going to make this choice? Because Chad says we want to do this like a recruiting bit. When are you going to make a choice about where you're going to school? Do you know yet?
Well, I want to look at UT Austin.
Okay.
Because, I mean, south, it won't get as cold. But it's also right by an F1 track.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah, we forget about the
hopefully
F1
I can,
Oh, I
you know,
forgot.
Heck yeah.
Did you know that they're going to have an F1 race the same weekend that the Georgia Bulldogs are playing the Texas Longhorns in football? Austin's going to be a circus.
Yeah, how is that? How is that like even feasibly possible?
To be fair,
as much as I'd want to be there, I would not want to.
The circuit is kind of far from where, like, Circuit of America is kind of far from where UT's stadium and campus.
For sure. I was thinking hotels and restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is it
all
next
the
to? Is it
craziness.
next to Circuit City?
Yeah, it is right next to Circuit City.
Okay, cool. I was thinking about going picking up some transistors later. I got to be honest.
Gonna make a Radio Shack joke.
I was going to be
next?
honest. I don't really know if I know what Circuit City sold.
It's like Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it being a thing, but I went in Radio Shack, kind of. I don't really remember going to Circuit City.
What was the name of the store
I'm making a
40
ham
Old
radio.
Virgin?
I can't remember.
I mean,
That
that's what
was
Circuit
Best
City
Buy.
was.
That was-
I mean,
that was
same
Best
thing.
Buy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't Best Buy. It was something else. Okay.
What would you go to Circuit City for?
Anything you'd go to Best Buy for.
Like TVs?
TVs, computers,
Smart
gaming
tech.
system. Yeah. It
was called Smart Tech.
It was
Smart Tech.
basically Coke and Pepsi with Best Buy.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Wow. What? I mean, Best Buy really won, huh? Like Best Buy's still relevant, I feel like. Do
The
Circuit
store
City
was called
exist
Smart
anymore?
Tech.
Smart Tech.
Yep.
Yes. That scene with Kevin Hart.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
the all-time greats.
A young Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Bailey, have you ever heard of Circuit City before this?
No.
Yeah. Thought so. What about Radio Shack?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Radio Shack's still holding on.
I've never been in one, but I've
Right.
heard of
Yeah.
I don't think I've been. Again, I don't think I've been in a Radio Shack in a very long. Do they don't exist anymore either? Right?
No.
Radio Shack?
I think there's like one.
Maybe like one or two.
It's like the Blockbuster. Like there's one hanging on.
I think they have like an
somewhere.
online store.
Maybe. Like think about all those stores like that the owners and the CEOs were just raking in the cash for so long, and then all of a sudden, here comes Amazon and here comes the internet and everybody, and just crash.
Walmart
just crashes.
I mean,
you thought you were going to be, because you're like, look, whatever comes out new tech, we'll have the new tech, and so we'll be fine.
Wasn't Woolworths a big department store?
Just like Sears and Montgomery
Back in the
Ward
day?
and
Foley's.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Foley's.
I think it was Macy's. Like Macy's bought them out.
Maybe it's not Woolworths. There's some old department store. There used to be a bunch in Louisiana, and one even opened officially. I think in I can't remember where, but somewhere down the bayou, one opened up like days after they had announced company-wide bankruptcy. I don't know where I'm going with this story though. There's really nowhere is where I'm going with this story.
Yeah, Radio Shack's still open they have an online website, and they
Nice.
have a few stores that are still owned and operated by local people.
Wait, hold on. Where are we at in the show right now? Are we second segment or third segment?
It is.
This is the second segment, so we need to go to break.
Oh my God, my bad, y'all. My bad. That's on me. All right, more to be coming next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Get Gordon and get it done. 225-888-8888. You need somebody who's going to fight for you? Go to Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys and let them stand up to big insurance companies and get you what you deserve. Look, man, you go to getgordon.com. You can fill out a free consult right there online. Get in touch with them. They'll get in touch with you right away. See past testimonials from satisfied customers. Also, remember to follow them on social media. where you can check out some great content with your favorite athletes from LSU, the G Team. That's right. Get Gordon, get it done today. 225-888-8888.
GetGordon.com is a great tool for you. Like T-Bob always tells you, no matter what you're looking, for, you can get it done. Like client results, cases they can handle, consultation. You get it set up. You can ask a question on the website. Get Gordon is always going to be handled on all major social media. So many different ways to interact with the G Team. And like T-Bob just gave you, it is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is always custom.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back, OTB. So, Sharon Moore looks like he's going to get in trouble. Don't know to the exact extent of which, but Michigan receiving a notice of allegations for the Connor Stallion sign stealing drama. Of course, Sharon Moore, the OC, now the head coach of Michigan after Jim Harbaugh leaves to go to be the head coach of the Chargers. Sharon Moore is accused of a level 2 violation. They've said that he deleted 52 text messages between him and Connor Stallions the day that it got announced that Connor Stallions was going to get in trouble. They later recovered it through digital forensics and put it out there. They also have Moore as a potential repeat violator because he got in trouble for recruiting recruits or contacting recruits during COVID. God, I can't help but think about the joke that the internet and Twitter keeps making, which is Bane at the beginning of Dark Knight Rises when they're on the plane and they're all about to get out of there, and he turns to the guy and he's like, they're going to expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. And that's poor Sharon Moore. So Sharon Moore, as he's trying to prove that he can be a head coach, right, and fulfill all the potential that he showed last year when he's getting these opportunities, he's going through that. And here's Jim Harbaugh as the Los Angeles Chargers head coach. Do we have this video ready to go, Harbaugh? There you go. Okay, look. Here's Jim Harbaugh at the Los Angeles Chargers head coach as Sharon Moore is dealing with the NCAA crawling up his butt.
Your chances improve dramatically if you have a glove at a baseball game. There's no question about
Success is when preparation meets opportunity, right?
Yeah. I've got 22 career foul balls. Like,
are you still wearing a glove?
Absolutely.
You got to wear a glove when you go to MLB.
Yeah, I always wear a glove. I mean, that's like your chances improve dramatically if you have a glove at a baseball game. There's no question about
Success is when preparation meets opportunity, right?
Yeah. I've got 22 career foul balls, like legitimately in a game. A foul ball, a home run, but it happened like during the game, not batting practice before. I don't count those. I've only gotten one in the last 10 years.
Oh, some people are saying you've fallen off.
I just went to the Angels game. I mean, they were great to me. You know, Padres, I guess know some people there. They get me, the tickets they get me are too good.
Oh.
They're too good.
Yeah.
They're in a spot where you just, I mean, your percentage of getting a foul ball is, I mean, it would have to like,
And the nets now,
The nets. It would have to hit off and then bounce back.
So you got to ask for worse tickets.
I got to get worse tickets.
Yeah.
You got to get like
worse left field. You got to be out in the bleachers.
I mean, I'm in a suite, and the only chance I got is if the ball were to come through the suite, you know, just over. Are
you bringing a glove to the suite?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. But I mean, I'm not putting myself in position to be in position.
Yeah, we got to get that. We got to get that fixed.
Much good there. I love how sincerely passionate and excited he gets talking about this, like he actually loves it. I love the idea of bringing a glove to the suite as an adult, and I just picture Jim sitting in that front row of the suite alone, just watching the game.
Like in the middle of the glove, just ready.
And
just
I
waiting.
can't help but think about poor Sharon Moore dealing with his school's compliance, NCAA investigations, recruiting, trying to defend a national title when everything has changed around you. And Jim's out here just cutting it up during camp on PMT. Tough time. Tough time to be Sharon.
We'll always remember the natty, though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're right. You know, better to have loved and lost.
That's right.
Than to have never loved at all.
That is
Can't
right.
take away that from us. Although Kentucky had to vacate wins.
Yeah, right. I know. This man,
Oh
Michigan
my
sent
God.
a coach on someone else's sideline, dressed him up in the other
my
team's
God,
coaching
dude.
gear, and Kentucky's got to give up wins.
All right. More OTB. Ask the Bench. Wrapping up next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. You need a new vehicle, guys. If you want to buy a brand new vehicle, maybe a Toyota certified used vehicle where you still get excellent warranty coverage, but you get at a better price. Maybe you need to rent for the day, couple days, whatever it may be. Look, go into All-Star and see what they can offer you, man. Or you can go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. You can check out the deals there. You can actually order directly online at All-Star Toyota Express. If you want to customize your vehicle, not deal with anybody. I personally like talking to people, human beings, test driving, seeing all that. Go see the sales staff at All-Star. They're going to find the right answer from both a financial and an enjoyable, a functional standpoint for you and your family. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
Go to the website today. Again, if you're buying new, if you're leasing, but if you're looking to rent, if you have a trip planned this fall to go watch the Tigers play, well, get you a Sienna, get a Sequoia, right? Get a vehicle where you're going to be able to drive in comfort. You can do all that on their website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Ask the Bench, brought by Cold Curse Light, Viz here at Seltzer, Blue Moon, Light Sky, Citrus Suite. Real quick, we're going to remind you about K to Z window coverings, KTOZ blinds.com. You go to K to Z, and, you get them window coverings at WOW. Look, with football season here, guys, if you have like an outdoor TV setup, maybe you got like a grill or something back there, man, and you want to be kicking it, chilling, do what Jake did. Looking to getting some exterior shades there where they can just, like, Jake's just drop down to a touch of a button. And it does cool stuff in the interior as well. Keeps the glare off the TV, cools the house, all that. But, like, also keeps you cool, shaded, and nice when you're outside actually grilling children. The perfect accoutrement for a football season. That's K to Z window coverings, KTOZ blinds.com. Ask the Bench. Oh, no, where was it? It was so good. I thought I had a question that I really liked. Would you rather Olympic medal or the whole world know you have a giant member?
Olympic medal.
Yes, easily. But not a bad silver lining.
Not a bad
silver
place.
lining.
No pun intended.
It's a good silver lining playbook.
I agree.
Third place. Ask the Bench. Build your all-time fast food meal. Snack, main item, side, and dessert.
And that's going to take a lot longer than we have here
Yeah.
today.
What fries are we going with?
Probably McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
No.
Or Arby's curly fries.
That's actually a solid choice.
I'm thinking like a Rally's or Checkers curly fry for me.
You can get those from like the frozen section though, like the store, and they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with Arby's.
You can
I'd
actually
say
get the
McDonald's.
Arby's fries.
McDonald's fries.
McDonald's fries. We're not
Look,
getting the real McDonald's fries.
I love Chick-fil-A's
What do you
fries. I love
mean?
the butt fries. The one that has all the potato
What do you
in that.
mean?
They stopped making the McDonald's fries so when Ray Kroc
Wait, what?
When Ray Kroc expanded McDonald's, the one order was that the fries are sacrosanct. They have to make them the exact same way. They used to make them in beef tallow. During the health revolution of the early 90s, we all became convinced that vegetable oil was good for you. Beef tallow was awful. They started cooking them in vegetable oil. So our parents' generation grew up eating the delicious beef tallow fries. That's where they fell in love with McDonald's fries. We grew up with a subpar fry.
I still think they're pretty
They're
good.
still pretty good, I think.
I don't think so.
I'm going to be honest. There's not too many fast food fries that I'm just going to like.
Yeah.
Burger Kings aren't great.
I'm not Mario. I haven't been to Burger King since Moby Dick was a minnow. So,
hey, Whopper's good.
Whopper's great.
The point is,
I'm not besmirching it. I just haven't.
They recreated these fries,
Whopper.
Alondra, and they fed them to a bunch of people our age. And in a blind taste test to a man, every single person chose the old fries.
Mm.
And then when I was in Chicago, I went to this place, Chevelle's, I think it was, and they had beef tallow fries, and they were the best, like, quick food fries I've ever had in my life. We got screwed.
What an injustice.
As long as there's salt on the fries, like if you don't put salt on your fries, I've got qualms.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Like I want you to be heavy-handed with that salt.
Christian asked this earlier, so I'll try to get to it. What player do you think could benefit the most from having a good fall camp? Doesn't have to be a projected starter. I mean, again, because of so much production being up in the air, Caleb Jackson is certainly someone to watch because if he balls out, there's a lot of yards and touchdowns to be had, and what gets more headlines than yards and touchdowns? Also, maybe this is where Deshaun Womack, if he's having success against Will Campbell and Emory Jones, then game day is going to feel like rookie mode.
I go Chris Hilton again. I think Chris Hilton is going to be unlocked this year. I've got a great feeling about it. Just switch that old single-digit number. Looks good in the uni. We know how fast he is. I know C.J. Daniels is there, but I feel like Chris Hilton is set up for a breakout year with a good camp.
Asked him, how does Jake feel about the Saints possibly not keeping a fullback on the roster?
They're going to keep a fullback.
They're definitely keeping a fullback.
They got two that are a position battle right now.
Yeah, it looks like Horvath is winning.
Yes.
And then Taysom Hill's also basically a fullback in this offense.
So, I'm going to have two. Don't take that away from me.
Ask the bench, how much was T-Bob paid to paint himself blue for the Olympic opening ceremonies?
He did it for free, actually.
I didn't do it for free, but I'm not going to disclose the number. Like I said, volume not renewing and everything. You got to do what you got to do.
Check out Snaps.
Hope you all
on
enjoyed
YouTube. Your favorite rated R college football podcast. There you go.
God, I wish I freaking had some original McDonald's fries now. What a crime. We'll see you tomorrow.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Accutemp of Baton Rouge, AccutempBR.com, AccutempBR.com for all your AC, heating, and electrical needs, y'all. It's all there under one roof. You're going to get service to the highest degree. Great pun, right? But also, actually true. Kind of like taking control of your comfort zone, which you can do from Accutemp, man. And look, you can explore the Star Club membership where you pay a flat monthly fee and they stay on top of you year round. They help you avoid those major catastrophic issues down the road. And if you want a whole home generator for storm season, they got you back there as well. You get a free professional estimate. They come out of your home and tell you exactly how it works. Go to Accutemp Baton Rouge, AccutempBR.com.
Go to the website today. Remember, you can schedule your appointment as you see right there on line. Chances are they're going to be there today. You're going to know exactly who is coming into your home. We're going to give you a profile of who is coming into your home, a picture of who is coming into your home. That's why they are the best. AccutempBR.com.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.